Grandfather baby Elisha. Well, sleeping is such a good experience. Grandfather baby Alberta. Develop it. Ran with it. Grandfather, grandmother, baby. Non, j'ai besoin de ça. Oh. Pardon. Tu veux préparer les riz? Les riz préparés dans la bisse. Oui, je peux pas pour toi. Oh, j'ai déjà mis de l'eau. Ok, tu peux utiliser l'eau ici alors. Ah oui, puis je suis là-bas. L'eau ici est l'eau bouillie. Ok, il n'y a pas de problème. Alright, merci beaucoup. Je te fais cadeau de celui ici. Je te remets. Oh, je suis plein. Hein? Je suis plein. Je suis au fossé. Alors, ça, c'est que c'est celui qui va passer. Ah, dans les boîtes de quelqu'un. Alright. Okay. Il y a l'autre chose là-bas. Merci, papa. Mais moi, je voulais pas. Ah non, c'est sûr que je les fais faire. Moi, je ne veux pas voir. Alors, je pensais que c'était le vieux qui là. sur la pâte, il y a quel jour?
Je ne sais pas.
Oh. Pourtant, je croyais que tu avais lavé les pieds.
Oui, j'ai lavé les pieds des gens, mais non.
Le?
Je n'ai pas fait ça.
Je mets toutes les pâtes.
Ouais, non. J'ai fait ça seulement. Je sentais à faire. Daddy, I said yes already.
Pardon?
I said yes. You
Yes, moi très libre, je n'ai même pas entendu.
Yeah, what's up?
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé à All Latest Arsenal News?
I don't know, they stopped posting regularly like before. Why?
The admin changed, huh?
No, it's the same admin, it's just busy. Why?
Because they used to have like all the news and everything.
Yeah. It's sort of changed. It sort of works now.
When do you think you... No, it's finished. It was just 10 days.
Oh, okay, so it's already finished, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So I just wanted to check because I just got a request right now. So that's why I call you because they have like the special appointment at the storage area like March 24th, like Wednesday at 10 a.m. So I'm not sure you're available or not. So.
I will just send me the address, the time, you know.
So because you know what? Because they need to fill out some form before the appointment. Because the council is still trying to call the client, so see whether they can come tomorrow. But I don't know what time it will be available tomorrow because she don't know the client can speak. That's why we kind of hard.
Will it be?
You remember the Norton? NON?
Yes, I do. I do remember them. Yes.
It's for heating, right?
Yeah, Swahili. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just email you for the March 24th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
And then I will see whether the council needs that interview tomorrow too, just in case.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you.
Welcome.
Danny.
Oui.
Danny.
Oui. Bonjour les danseurs. Tu as envoyé ton examen?
Oui.
C'était bien?
Oui, c'était bien. Danny, I'm leaving. You guys keep the house clean. My friend won't come today, but I'll come on Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay. Le cas, c'est quand?
De quoi?
Le cas de plat.
De quoi?
Hier plat.
Le repas. Je ne
Oh,
sais pas.
maman.
Je vais voir.
Oui,
Je
je
suis
t'écoute
à ça,
d'abord.
je pense que je suis pas à ça.
Oui, Aminata disait qu'elle n'a pas vu les haricots blancs, elle a vu des haricots jaunes. Je peux... Hein?
Je suis pas.
Ok, je l'ai dit qu'elle achète.
Je savais toutes choses qu'il
Oui.
faisait, toutes choses.
Mais elle aussi, elle complique les choses. Moi, je n'ai pas demandé les haricots blancs.
Oh, peut-être elle avait mal entendu.
Oui, les haricots jaunes et les cerises.
Ok.
Les haricots jaunes, c'est ça. Qu'elle achète tout. Tu comprends? Je l'appelle.
Oui, je l'ai déjà dit que les haricots blancs, elle a déjà compris. Quand je t'avais pas eu, oui.
Ok. Je lui dis qu'elle achète les haricots jaunes, les cerises pour $30. Je vais lui donner 10 cash. Les $200, c'est pour les haricots jaunes.
Ok.
Ok. Quoi encore?
C'est tout, merci beaucoup.
Dis à Dani d'écrire qu'il est prêt, ok?
Oh, ok. Moi j'avais écrit.
Non, toi tu n'as pas écrit, qu'est-ce que tu m'as dit?
Ok.
C'est seulement Dani qui te qualifie des mamans.
Ok, ok. Ok, bye.
Tu as terminé les devoirs?
Oui.
Tu as déjà envoyé?
Oui.
Ok.
Merci quand même. Danny. Where is he?
He's in his room, he has a phone.
Go to your email. You know the email for this response declaration. You know you've already said that this is just for the I'm ready to review. Not on the telegram. To give. To give. Thank you.
Sorry. So me, I didn't even have the faith to say, ah, I want to buy something. No, but I was enjoying the process. Mais une des tu n'as pas demandé que maintenant la route, quelque chose qui marche. I don't know, and I'm scared that maybe I might not learn because you guys
Vous trouvez ça comme ça? Vous, les techniciens, les experts.
Tu vois, tout le monde, et jette quand ils voient des histoires ça, ils jettent dans ma chambre comme si c'est moi le propriétaire de toutes les histoires ça. Alors,
Mais ce n'est pas ça.
c'est une. Peut-être je peux non, tu vois, c'est pour cela, ce n'est pas bien de mettre les histoires sales dans ma chambre. Ah bon. Now you know my ask you, what's in this?
Oui.
now. You remember before, like remember when we were in Kenya, I was saying, oh, I will own Arsenal. I will do this. My faith now, it's. I should have videos this and put it on TV. It's for me. It's for me. Who is that for again? Oh, very sure. Yeah. So I now after that cracking, my faith. It's if you tell me like if someone says, oh, it will rain fish, you understand, and it's backed up by like the guy is believing Jesus that it will rain fish, I'll believe him. You understand what I'm saying? My faith is just.
Guys, my friend is coming on next week Wednesday.
What?
Keep on keeping the house.
Just like all of this is Tony. They sell many things too. So, what's the so now I'm like, no. I really, I'm really Donc, il y avait appelé ta maman.
Non, je n'arrive pas à appeler. J'ai envoyé le message à maman ou bien.
Oui, c'est ça que je voulais dire.
Oui. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. To be honest, with you told me I was looking for a job after I leaving my phone. I left Kasana. Kasana, the phone I was supposed to my friend. They were not listening to my family. You understand? They were like, what we bring as long as we eat. And they are waiting for food. They know, but then, you see, but now I was not just coming to me. You know? Game 15 minutes, 5-0. And those days, all the days, you wanna, yeah, you understand? You understand? Because how they do, and then that was like next year, the next year, what do you say? Echo Henry, Durandé on. Oh, yes, good one. And then next week, it's just like, I was surprised, I was surprised. I started telling them, I was telling them, after that, I looked at the lights, my friend, he said he went to one thing, no, for sure. And he said, they were looking at the office, and they told me, you know, the last one. And he had to do it without, and he stayed with her. And you know what he did? You understand? But you know what? It's a shit. You watch the window. The window also cares, but the window, you know that it's the other one. Pep can die. You know, so he said Pep did not play well. His team was awful. You will lose track of him. You make sure, you know, and I understand the team to be a very good team. Now he's doing it. He's still working. And so he has that mentality of addiction. It's like it's still in the youth. So now, when I was still there, I told him that all your time, you can't find then, yeah, I started noticing that people started complaining. It was like, who is people complaining? So now, the last thing I was telling them was that, or they are not listening. People started complaining. You understand? When they started complaining, and then you didn't win. And after you start winning, once, yeah, you don't win. When you have something you make them more, there's no way you're losing. You know, he's a banana that knows how to pass. When you say that they want to talk about now you work without that security. So it was good. You understand? He didn't play. Mourinho twice scored. The other season, he didn't play again. Then he said, "Oh, I'm going to give him this performance." But look at the game against the game against Barcelona, the first game, he lost the game 4-0 before. Yes, that's why. Then he went out. It was good. It was good play at the left. Okay, Bayern Munich. You understand? Bayern Munich, they got him because they wanted to try to make him look. He was not feeling black now. You understand? Bayern Munich got fed up with him. They sold him. They left. Now when he came to Man City, they wanted to show people they're not City. They started playing stylish, all these young black people, so people want to know. You understand? Only Man City that can see that he's not doing this for black guys. And then Bayern Munich started playing black players. All of them. They are different. They are different. And you know the thing about Barcelona so empty. I don't think any empty. Don't think I won the
And then the funny, why it was bad that Pep was like that in Barcelona was because in Barcelona the fans were racist.
So yeah,
You understand? So for a coach to encourage that, that's why till now you don't see a top black. What I mean, like typical black. Osman Dembele, even Osman Dembele, you don't see them in Barcelona shining too much. You understand? Because it's like Pep encouraged that. I understand. He didn't do anything to change it. Yeah, I understand.
I know Betis Ballon they are very racist, man. Very racist, man.
So. Yeah, no, that is the story, bruv. That be the story.
Hey team, happy Sunday, day 80. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? 10 days left until we have closed off the first quarter of the year, the first 90 days of 2021. I hope you're feeling awesome and ready to kick butt for the next 10 days. If you maybe have been in a bit of a funk, hey, Sunday's a perfect day to reset, a perfect day to reflect on things you can change and grow through moving forward. I just want to send a quick mindset, Kate. I was reading True North. I know I've been raving about this book, but it's absolutely amazing hearing what Ron and George Lee and all of the founding diamonds went through to create Worldwide. But I just finished reading the chapter where she actually talked about all of the different departments of Worldwide and how they came about. And I was reading it.
Rebecca, if you see, there's a thing, it looks like a face of a person with a marker. In it, there's different currencies. There's my necklace. You understand? There's my.
Se le para le pon là,
made
No.
and they made it
The petit
the
ball is
epic
big. It's
engine
big.
that it is right now.
It's very
But I
big.
just want to encourage you to also have that mindset in your own business. I know so many times people can get paralyzed because they don't feel like they're ready. They don't feel like they know what they need to do. You know, we get questions, and Ben and I have these questions when we were newer in business, and I think they can creep in at any time. But you start going, man, like, I don't actually know what to do if I went eagle. You know, if I built an eagle ship, like, how would I even work that? If I had, you know, this many people in my team, like, how would I even, like, work my Kate? How would I book my schedule? And people get so concerned about figuring out the solution to a problem they do not have yet. And I think that is the human race, myself included. But I think if you can focus on just doing the work and trusting that when you get there, you will figure it out. Because I heard this mindset years ago, is when you have to figure things out of necessity, you always come up with the best solutions because you have to. You have to find a great solution because it's the problem that's in front of you. I think if somebody, you know, so many times people talk about having maybe virtual board plans and moving more in that direction, and there were a whole bunch of different ideas, and maybe we could do it this way, and maybe we'll look at that, and then COVID happened, and out of necessity, we all figured it out, and we're all continuing to refine and learn and tweak and change things as we go, and I just think that's, you know, what you need to know is you don't have to be an expert before you get there. You don't have to know what it's going to look like when you know, hit that certain goal or place in your mind.
This is my school.
All you can do is what you can do today, to put one foot in front of the other, to continue working towards those goals, and to not let those little things hang you up and stop you. So again, just a super quick mindset, but I was thinking about how massive Worldwide is and where it started. And it was literally just a solution to one problem after another problem after another problem, and it's become what it is today, which is just so powerful. So love you guys, happy Sunday, and have a great day. Hey guys, hope you're all doing awesome. Wanted to get you a cake today. I've had a few requests for this just regarding registering customers and how to do that, maybe how I have been doing it. This may not be the most following protocol way, but it is the way that I have found to service our clients the best. So there's a couple different ways that you can register a customer. Obviously, they can register themselves. They can go to my shop. They can go to Amway.ca. They can use your IBO number. There's all different ways they can do it on their own. The second way is you can be logged in and then register a customer, put in their email, they will get sent an email.
I'll be praying for one guy.
That's why I love Arsenal, man.
You know, I didn't even know that his wife left him because of his love for Arsenal.
Arsenal is a good, like the story is just touching, man.
Yeah. Is there a team whose stories are touching as Arsenal?
They are very. You should watch. That's what I'm telling you. You should watch All or Nothing. To the point that now I don't beat Tottenham. You understand? I respect them. You understand? When you watch All or Nothing, it becomes more than just Arsenal, this, that. You understand? You understand that people have real lives. You know what I'm saying? You get All or Nothing or AFTV's. They have this documentary on players and what they go through.
Brothers, if this God's good for you to wield Arsenal, may that be so, and may it bring him glory, and may he remove. The only reason I can't live in those apartments is you can see that it was dedicated to Freemasons. So you'd have to like fast and break and change like the very root of it, because it was made by Freemasons. Kroenke is wicked.
No, Kroenke is evil. I'm sorry.
That's just
Kroenke
bad.
is evil.
You have like what are you doing with 8.5 billion? And then your wife,
I don't know.
Let's even if you went broke, your wife has again another 8.6 billion.
I don't. Kroenke is just.
I used to hear these Americans. So people, because the British always say like that, eh? These Americans, can you know he's stingy, he's American. Duh, I'll read comments like that, I didn't get it. It's just evil, it's bad.
Register as a new customer. I put in their first and last name, their email, their cell phone number, and then I create a password.
So, Elsha, so just coming to say quoi?
No, I did not change it.
No, I see. So, Elsha, I live.
Okay, now I help you.
Because I thought you wanted to put it. I really thought which means
from yesterday. Is it okay?
So I do that, and then on the spot, they get a text message that says, this is your verification code. So because I'm on the phone with them, they get it right away. They go, oh, I just got it. I type in their 6-digit verification code, hit next.
Do it for me.
Do you know an IBO? It's super important. You have to make sure you put in your IBO number to attach it to your account. So they get the verification code, I type in the 6-digit code.
What's one?
Next screen, it asks for an IBO number. I put my
Sorry.
IBO number. And again, this is why I do it on my own, because I want to make sure they're set up properly and it's connected to our account. So I put in my IBO number, hit search, mine and Ben's name pops up. I click on our name and then hit next and submit. And then they're in this process, there's also a box you can check to register for AmPerk. So on that first page, first name, last name, email, cell phone number, password, check a box for AmPerks, and then they are fully registered and good to go. So I hope that helps a little bit. It's been amazing. We've had awesome feedback and just so much success coming out of this event. So hope it helps, guys. Love ya.
Good afternoon, Diamond Stub Rifle here, passing on a cake from Teresa Danzig regarding the beauty catalogs. Here you go.
Hey, Howie, also copying you, Doug, if you want to get this out. Riley did such an amazing job promoting catalogs that I know people are looking for the Artistry Beauty Catalog. It is right now being held back till April 1st as far as sales of it. You can still get it on the worldwide retail shelf. You text it to someone. You can still get the skin nutrition and product in the mini catalog that's available for purchase. But the bigger Artistry Beauty book is being held back for the mid-year health and beauty skincare catalog. So that catalog is going to be put together anytime you order the Artistry Big Book. You're going to get the supplemental catalog, the mid-year catalog that was featured at the spring product blast. So I hope this can help. Once again, check out the worldwide retail shelf. That is there. Well, Emily does have a beauty catalog. If you want to check that out, you'll scroll to the bottom under resources, bottom of the website. You'll see that there. But with that, hope this can help. It was awesome. Thanks to everybody who shared, taught. Amazing night.
Hey guys, wanted to forward this message from Chris Frank. I think this is just an incredible message on the mindset.
How much do you want?
In some classes and employees, or even small business owners, just with the mindset of what we're actually trying to accomplish with getting customers and having business owners and having that long-term. A lot of people in this world, they have trouble thinking long-term, and they set up their business models so that they get more gratification right now than they get less down the road. And I think this is
gratification.
I was asking this question, and I had a sales job, and it was a similar thing. It was like, so does anybody buy this product twice? And I always thought that was an interesting one for me because the products that I was selling the answer was no. But the situation that Chris describes here is really great because it is so true that our business, it does give you opportunity for long-term success and long-term customer relationships as well as situation. So I think this is great. Thanks for messaging Chris, and pass it on.
Hey everyone, hope you're well. I just wanted to share that I think I finally understand in the audios and worldwide when they talk about a cash flow system. It came to me when I was talking with a friend, and he was talking about, we were talking about side hustle, that type of thing. And he wasn't too interested in our line of business or anything, but he's looking at doing either some consulting or something outside of that. And just his mindset on it was very employee-based, I found. And most of us come from an employee-based background, just the way we grew up and everything, right? But just the way that he said, "Well, how's your business going?" Right? And many people ask that, and you kind of just say, "Well, it's going great. Like I'm profitable, month to month, and I got customers and repeat customers, that type of thing." And he couldn't get over the fact that well, if you sell something, like you're gonna have to continue, and it's gonna be harder next month, right? And just the idea that he had in his mind of what we do and how we get customers and stuff is we're looking to in our view we're looking to build relationships. We want to help people, we want to give them great products, and then on top of that we get to make a little money or whichever, right? It's providing value. But in his side of things, the employee type mindset is make a sale, that sale's done. And he didn't quite understand that, as we were growing our business, as we were growing our customers, that, I'm not starting at 0 customers every single month. Whereas in his consulting type side hustle that he's working on, he helps one person and he just hopes that they refer him to another customer after. And he doesn't, in consulting and such, especially this I found out when I was trying to do IT work, an IT consulting type thing, is if I did a great job, I should be going back the next month, right? You shouldn't have a repeat customer, an IT guy that comes to your house every month and fixes your computer, because if you fixed it right the first time, then you should come back. But in our line of work, we're creating, in our business, we're creating a cash flow system, and that's ongoing, and that we have repeat customers, and we have stuff that is consumable, and that's why it is the best business, is because, month to month, they're able to, continue to get, value out of our products, and it's not just a one and done type of deal, whereas a lot of side hustles that deal with consulting, I found, and what my friend's running into, he just didn't understand that, we're creating a baseline of customers that come to us month to month, and we're not starting at 0, we're not launching our business every single month, starting from scratch, like he's planning on doing with his. So I think I finally understood, and I saw it in the light, and I couldn't even communicate to it, because I was just like, in that moment of awe, that I finally understand what they mean about creating a cash flow system that is being self-sustained in a way that it continues to grow, and that you have repeat customers. So I want to share that, and thanks. Talk soon.
Hey team, hope you're all having an awesome day, and just excited to finish the week super strong, but wanted to get you a message today just regarding doubt and overcoming that. And I am reading the True North book, which, oh my gosh, if you do not have a copy, please get your hands on a copy and make sure you are reading this. It's just an amazing story and refresher on what Ron and George Lee went through to create what we all have. But I think so many times we can feel like our doubt is just ours. And people reference that one of the biggest detriments is not allowing somebody else to give you perspective, speak into your life, is you start to believe that the stories you tell yourself are independent to you, and you're the only one who goes through doubt. And because I feel doubt, that must mean I'm not meant to succeed. I think a lot of times people can go through that path, but when you have somebody who goes, no, like, I've been there, I have felt that, I have gone through all of those emotions, you just need to keep going. You need to keep doing the work, keep following through, and you'll break through it. But I think so many times we can also, as people become more successful, believe that they never went through it. And I love this line in this True North book. It is on page 90, and I love how George Lee said this, so I wanted to read it. It says, I know the difficulties of building a business often don't sound like much when you encounter them on the pages of a book. Every story has its obstacles, right? Often difficulties and hair-on-fire problems sound like funny anecdotes when you look back on them. I admit that most of these are pretty funny in hindsight. It's easy to gloss over the doubts that plagued you, the challenges that consumed your thoughts, the stress and the constant desire to quit and go back to doing what the rest of the world was doing because it feels so much safer being normal. Ron and I had to constantly keep deciding to proceed with the business. Things never became routine. Presentations were never easy, and it would be a while before he became comfortable. It always was uncomfortable. It always terrified him, but he kept doing it. And the last line, she says, he knew the only option was sending me back to Denny's and a life where the money ran out before the month did. So the only answer was to keep putting one foot in front of the other and moving towards our vision. I love that line and paragraph. I read it so many times because isn't that so true? You can look back on the other challenges you've overcome in your life, and you can kind of go like, oh, like that was such a funny story, but you forget that in the moment there was the fear and the doubt and the questioning, and that is what it looks like to create success. So I just want to encourage you, if you are going through that, that's normal, and you're going to see it all through every success story, all through everybody's biographies in this business or not. But my favorite part of Georgia Lee's line there is just that they knew if they walked away from the uncomfortableness and they stepped away, then all of their goals and dreams had to leave as well. And I just hope that you have that desire and that vision and that picture of what you're working for, all of the work that you're putting in. Yes, the personal growth, but the actual work of building your business, of, you know, figuring out a budget, having great personal use, building a super strong customer base, partnering with people that get it, and then building teams, all of that effort is for a purpose. It's for the dreams that you're chasing, and it's going to be worth it. So, anyways, just wanted to share that, guys. Sure love you all. Hope you're having an amazing day. And Kevin's Jesse.
Hey team, just want to send this message out. Added preface from Delaney Bonish building on the real estate versus worldwide group Amway perspective that was just recently shared. These numbers will absolutely blow your mind, solidify a whole understanding of what this business potential really is, and just totally fired up. Love you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey Platinum, got Platinum guys, and a copy out to our team as well to Ben. I just passed a message out from Austin, just sharing a conversation that he had with a friend about kind of going down the residential real estate investment path, and just wanted to add just some numbers that I quickly ran here, you know, just to even maybe jump off of and give everybody a bit more of a perspective on, you know, what that would actually look like and the comparison of the two. So what I did is I looked at, you know, starting out in residential real estate, I took the average purchase of a single property to be $350,000. You know, if you're in the rental property business, you generally require 20% down. So on a $350,000 property, you know, you need $70,000 down. So to come up with the $70,000, I had it taking you 6 years even to get going. So 6 years from the minute that you decide you want to go down this path, it's going to take you 6 years at $850 per month at 5% compounded annually. It would take you 6 years to save up approximately $70,000, which would be needed for the down payment, and you'd have a $280,000 mortgage. And I just threw some numbers, averages for the long term, say at like 2.5% interest on that mortgage. And so now you gotta, not to mention all the work that it's going to go into managing that rental property. You go another 6 years, and you look at basically paying down. So the amount of principal that you pay down that mortgage is by $70,000. So at that point, you can refinance. Refinance that $70,000 that you pay down, and take that and buy another property. And let's assume, so that's over 6 years that takes. Let's assume in that 6 years you save again like you did in the first 6 years. So we're at 12 years. You've saved $70,000.
And then one more question.
Down $70,000, so you buy 2 more properties in the same price range.
Do you want the top bottom or on bottom?
Another 6 years. So in total from start, you're at 18 years. We refinance the 3 properties that you have, and you buy
with the badge,
yeah?
Not without the badge.
Okay.
This is without the badge.
Give or take, I said you could continue to save, so you could save another 6 years and add a 7th property. So you would buy your 7th property with your savings, from year 12 to 18. So now, as far as your equity goes, at 18 years, you've got about just over $700,000.
You don't have to come. Purple shoes, brown shoes, black shoes.
Now I'm going to take it another 6 years. So we're at 24 years total. You've got 7 properties.
Look at the purple shoes. Does it look good?
And
look at the gray. Oh my God! Sorry, wait.
I accumulated about 2%.
Look at the
of
gray.
An increase in property value for those properties over this
Look
time
at the
frame.
brown.
So, and I've calculated
This
that
is
in
dark
here,
brown.
and it comes out to
This
just
is black.
under $1.5 million in equity that you have accumulated.
Thank you.
Now,
thank you so much, Alberta.
Just under $1.5 million in debt still on these 70.
So look at me now,
properties.
top to bottom.
If we take $1.5 million and we take a 5% return on that annually, that's $75,000.
That's what I'm going for. My barbers are making my beard bigger, and I want my dreads like that.
Double Eagle Platinum Plus.
Yeah, man.
So, wow.
So I'm going for Alberta.
message here. This is going out to all the Platinums guys and gals. Just wanted to send out a message, just as a reminder. I know that we talked about this in the kickoff call that we were doing, as well as I think we mentioned it kind of in a roundabout way. But we have our Golden Eagle call coming up next Friday. So the date for that, if I'm seeing this right, is going to be the 26th of March.
Oh, James, Jerry Love and all those guys.
Just wanted everybody to
They're doing good. I'm no longer part of.
Two ranks in this business with you. You are ready to call. So it's
Because they usually making ads on Friday. That's why I'm
No, they go there on Friday nights. On Friday nights, I'm home.
Some of the things that it takes to do that.
I'm pretty sure they're doing good.
I think actually, it's going to be a great call. So we have that set for 8 o'clock at night. We'll have more details coming out. But at 8 o'clock on Friday, the 26th. So just wanted to
Can I
make sure
put
that
your
everybody's
keys on
aware of
your...
that.
On my desk, yes, please.
Up to the relevant people on your teams. That would be great. So thanks. Talk soon.
Yeah.
That's a little bit.
18 Happy Day 76 wanted to get you this message. It is a message from a leader, a part of Jeff and Leslie's team. She had forwarded it out. But I love this exercise, and I wanted to add on my experience with this, because I think so many times people, if you're new in business, you start a business, and if you've never had any type of time management systems or strategies,
This is what I want to look like.
it can be tough to know.
See the dreads, see the beard.
How do I fit in my core habits? How do I put,
Look at that.
time to go out and connect with people?
Look at the shoes on that guy.
How do we even fit that in? And it can
Tell me
feel
what
like,
you think.
you have so much going on. We live in a very different strategies. And it can be tough to thread for how do I fit this business in? How do I fit in my core habits? How do I put, time to go out and connect with people, to meet new people? So how do I know fit that in? And every time when you're about to start a task, to write down the time. So if you're about to open Instagram, or if you're about to, turn on the TV, or if you're about to, whatever you're going to do, start cooking lunch or supper, that you write down the start time, and then when you finish it, you write down the end time. And I remember Julie saying, I've never met somebody who actually did that for 7 days, because by day 3, all of their habits changed. And it's amazing how just that, in the
Before you do something, let's say you want to play FIFA, write the start time, and then when you finish, write the end time. You want to use Instagram, write your start time, write your end time. And then the lady said that, the lady who told her to do that, Julie Duncan, when you do that, there's no way your attitude will remain the same after you see how much time you spend on doing things.
The start time of everything, because you're gonna then evaluate, do I want to spend my time on this? And that time question is going to change your entire day. Same thing with finance. If you're feeling stressed and feeling like you're overspending on your budget, carry that notebook, and before you spend a single dollar, you need to pull out the notebook and write it down. And before you buy it, you're going to go, do I really need to buy this? And it's going to change your entire budget. And I just think, this is a really cool message, and wanted to share. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Hey team and Copy Upline, I thought this was really good advice. Thank you, Cheyenne. I know this is a question from a newer IBO, just trying to figure out how to fit life into this business or this business into life, just trying to figure it all out. So great perspective. Thanks so much, Cheyenne.
Hey Ashley, and Copy to your upline lady coaches. So sorry it took a couple days to get back to you, but something that reminded me listening to your case, I totally understand. It's so tough when you have little kids at home. I mean, any age of kids really, but I know that you guys are incorporating just a new season of life of having a baby in the house and starting this business. And I really just hope that you can focus on just incorporating one thing at a time. Not that it has to be everything at once. But if your goal is to incorporate reading right now for the week or for the month, 15 minutes a day, and that's going to be your goal. That's an awesome goal to start and to achieve. Totally believe that's possible. But something that reminded me that Debbie has asked me to do a couple times in the last few years, and I've done it, is
I have to listen to 77 messages
and jotting
today.
down
I have to
on
imagine.
your phone or notebook everything that you do. So the moment you wake up, jot down what you do and what you did, how your day is going, and first thing, I don't know, 10 minutes on your phone, jot that down. And about a year and a half ago, when I did this, I realized that I was spending way too much time watching TV. we decided to sell our TV, like our big family.
She sold her TV because she did that.
That was a huge distraction for me. And so eliminating that distraction, I freed up. During nap time when both my kids were taking naps, I would watch a show. And so we got rid of that, and that's the time that I listen to Kate's and I listen to an audio maybe, or I work on our retail for like an hour, hour and a half. So you might be able to go over that with Julie. That'd be awesome. And you guys can talk about some of the things that maybe are distractions. Maybe there's things that you can eliminate, or maybe there's things that you need to implement to help out. So I hope that helps. Highly encouraged to do that. It's definitely very helpful. And I have done it a couple times because, like I said, life changes, seasons change, baby's sleeping schedule changes. Definitely understand that. So I think you're doing amazing just staying plugged into Julie and listening to that beautiful wisdom she has for you. So anyways, I hope you have a great Monday, and we love you.
Good afternoon, Diamonds. Doug Reichel here, passing on a Kate from Teresa Danzig regarding the upcoming spring product blast. Passing it on.
Hi, Doug. T here. Wanted to get a message out to the Diamonds, and I wanted to give this message to their group. This is some details for Thursday with the spring product blast here. Thank you to you and to the whole incredible Worldwide Protection crew. So from the timeline of 2 o'clock Hawaii, 3 o'clock Alaska, 4 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock Central, and 7 o'clock East Coast time, there'll be a 15-minute clock countdown. The projection will be an hour and a half, and it will be archived through Dreamstream for 24 hours. So in case someone is not available during that start time, so people can actually go back and rewind. So just wanted to make sure people knew that start, the clock would be there, and then the time frame, so an hour and a half. There's also going to be Amway employees sharing in between the amazing Worldwide Diamonds. The Amway employees, many of them are the actual people that bring the product to North America. And so you're going to get to hear from them in between the diamonds. Also, there's raffle gifts. So people will be looking forward to winning and seeing their names posted. And then we have the incredible wrap-up with Brad. And then we posted John Maxwell at the very end promoting spring leadership. So again, it's been incredible. Thank you, Briley and Sandy, and just Julie, and just all of the amazing leadership that has helped with this production. And of course, to the Worldwide amazing crew. So you guys are awesome. Love you guys so much. Super excited. And this Thursday, March 18th.
Hey Doc, how's it going? It's James. Just wanted to share a message just on profitability in terms of household income when you go through and invest in the housing market and the correlation to like the Amway business. I was talking to my friend, and he's going into the whole side of real estate investing, and he's starting off, and he's gone through a couple different seminars and things like that, and he was talking about just how one of the successful people that was talking had just chatted about what it takes and kind of like, if you were to break it down and you were doing residential investing, and how it's about 6 homes in residential to be considered like on paper millionaire earning cash flow. Obviously, you're not earning $1 million cash flow. You just have equity, which is millions of dollars. Obviously, that's something to really keep in mind, because obviously the difference of being a millionaire on paper versus actually having a cash flow of $1 million is very different. But it was funny. He just said that in order to be in that bracket, you need about 6 homes. And I was like, dude, to me it was funny, like the correlation of these 6. I was like, so I brought it up because he knows what I do, and he's supportive of it. He's a client of mine, which is great. And I was like, that's hilarious, man. Actually, in order for us to be considered millionaires in business, typically, if you do it right, you have about 6 partners that you help go platinum, and then you're considered roughly a millionaire with a great cash flow income of about $65,000 to $80,000 a month, depending on how I just thought it was hilarious, and that the numbers really kind of play the same game. Cheers.
Hey team, happy Monday, day 74. Oh my gosh, we are essentially 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks away from wrapping up our 90-day incentive. Time has just flown by, but I know so many of you have qualified already and have blown past that 150 points, and it is not over yet. I know many of you still are getting really close, and I would encourage you to work for it. It's amazing how many points you can rack up just by, having a meet and greet, registering new customers, having some great customer volume. There's going to be, in my opinion, a lot of last-minute qualifiers just because they prioritize running that customer volume. And that's actually what I wanted to chat about today. Coming out of the Spring Vibes weekend, there has been so much energy and excitement, and I'm going to send a specific message about that just with, some thank yous and thoughts. But guys, we had almost 600 guests tune into these two events over Thursday and Sunday. Obviously, we had the IBO showing on Wednesday and Thursday and had hundreds of you guys tune into that, which is so exciting. But seriously, almost 600 guests. That's so crazy and amazing and awesome. But that is also just the beginning. And I know many of you have had orders come from that, which is fantastic. But I would encourage you to push yourself and actually follow up. It's the number one thing that people miss in this business, and specifically in the client realm, is to not follow up. And I get it. It is so uncomfortable. I know personally today, Ben's mom had invited a friend of hers. I have never met her. And she, I was able to get her a sample bag. And she said, she wants more information, so give her a call. So I got a phone number of somebody I had never met before that tuned into Spring Vibes, and I needed to call her. And I was doing the okay, I'll call her at noon. And then it was noon, and I was like, I'll call her at 2. And finally at 3:45, I was like, okay, I need to call her because otherwise it's going to be supper time. And it was uncomfortable, and I didn't want to do it. And I was going through all the emotions that we all go through, which are so silly. Because we want to build our business, we want to register new customers, we want to move our, client volume forward. But sometimes taking those actions can be so scary. But I just want to, let you know those feelings are normal. But do it anyway. Push through and pick up the phone, send a text, follow up with an email, and even those people that you invited that did not come to the event, follow up anyway. And just say, hey, sorry you weren't able to make the event. Man, it was so awesome. We had such a great time. But hey, how did you like those samples? Is there anything that you may be interested in getting more information? I'd love to be able to earn your business as a client. And is there anything I can help you with? And still making that,
This is my way of asking.
Specials that you're running. I know Ben
You didn't watch. You were you there, Zoom?
Spring Vibes promotion, and for ours, we're running them in the month of March. And I was able to text that to people. So this gal I chatted with today, or lady I chatted with, I was able to share, hey, we're running specials in the month of March. This is what it looks like. And so she's going to review all the information I sent her, and we're going to touch base later this week. And again, I know later this week I'm going to get nervous, and I'm going to be like, I don't know, what do I do? And I'm going to pick up the phone and call her anyway. And I believe that effort, even if you are scared, and even if it's not perfect, and even if the call doesn't go exactly as you want it to, is going to pay off. Your effort's going to get blessed. Your effort is going to lead to the results. Action is what produces the results. So just some encouragement to follow through on those follow-ups for the customers you had and any new potentials, and it's just going to be awesome. So love you guys so much, and we'll chat soon.
Hey guys, Nicole here. This message is going to our entire organization and upline all the way up to Ben and Trista. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing, enjoying this wonderful weather. And speaking of wonderful weather in spring, I have some exciting April board plan dates to share with you. So we are fortunate to have Ben and Trista on the board for us again next month, Wednesday, April the 7th. They are going to do a board plan for the Ketchba organization. So just pumped about that. And then Tuesday, April 13th is going to be a Rice Open. So I imagine details about that will come out closer to the time, likely over Kate. And then April 23rd to 25th is Spring Leadership. So super pumped about that. It's going to be a jam-packed weekend for sure. And then Thursday, April 29th, we will be able to plug into the Yoast open board plan, and Ben and Trista will be on the board for them as well. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome month. Let's pack the room with guests just like we always do, and bring that energy. And yeah, I'm so excited for these dates.
Say Central getting the I guess the reception coming.
Hopefully super, super soon. We are holding out hope for that. So anyways, take care, guys, and yeah, we will chat soon. Love you all.
Hey Kim, thanks for the update there, and just the reflection mostly on the Trevor Baker audio. And yeah, I do think it's always so healthy to be reminded of that. I think sometimes we can get it in our head that, you know, we're going to get to a place where we can just figure out who's looking, and our process will get like so good that, you know, we won't have to go through the nose. And you know, I'm always reminded of something that Lado said once in a training where he was like, no, like that's what we get paid for. Like the reason you're going to make millions of dollars is because you're willing to go through rejection that other people are not. And at the end of the day, it's like, is the rejection really even that bad? Like, yeah, it sucks. I wish everybody said yes. But really, for the life that we can live, you know, to be able to live the diamond lifestyle, is taking some no's really that bad? And I always try to put that into perspective whenever I'm, you know, kind of feeling down about getting a bunch of no's. And, you know, I think at the same time, it's always yeah, just a reflection to me to go back to like all industries, right? Not just baseball, but, you know I was reading a book by an entrepreneur earlier this year, and she was talking about marketing campaigns, and she was, you know, just teaching on marketing, something that we don't do at all, but she was talking about email campaigns and how, you know, you send emails out and, you know, to try to sell your product and get people on a subscription list, and she said the best of the best get maybe 1 to 2% of the email subscribers they have, 1 to 2% turnover to an actual sale. And I thought, man, like that means like 99% is rejection, you know. And I just was thinking about that, that's normal, you know, and that's success. They consider that a success. Like there's a lot of people that get less than that, but if you're getting 1 to 2%, like you're the best of the best. And so it's just always good to be reminded of that. Like there's no easy path to success. There's no thing that we're going to do where everyone's going to want to buy our product, or like it doesn't matter what business we're in, I guess there's always going to be that failure rate built into it. And anyways, I got cut off there because of Jet, but I just wanted to add into kind of the trifecta that I've learned, and something I've been talking about is, you know, I do feel like my results are maybe lower than I think they should be. Like I'm showing plans and I'm getting no's, or just observing other people. You know, sometimes it's just something internally that we have to go through, and just a skill set we need to build. But I do find there's 3 things that when they're all together, it does help somebody get more traction. The first one is that you're actually talking to people that are looking, so you actually find wants, needs, and desires, and I think the better job we do of that, the better chance we get of sponsoring somebody. You know, if we're finding a want, need, or desire before we actually drop the message. The second thing is that we're actually building trust with them. You know, so if we find a want, need, or desire, but we're just like pouncing on them before we even barely know them, honestly, it's fine, but you're just not going to get as good of traction as if you know them a little bit better. The more of there is a bit of a friendship and a trust, again, don't have to date them for 2 years, but, you know, that there is a bit of a rapport built there, you know, the better chance you have of actually taking that person through a process and sponsoring them, and them overcoming some doubts and bringing them to you, and actually, you know, working through it to see a partnership resolve. And then the last thing is that we're talking to high quality people, that we're talking to people like us. The closer we talk to people, honestly, like in our like demographic, right? Kind of that 25 to 35, married with good jobs, make good money, ambitious, good self-image. Honestly, that's the demographic that most likely builds this business. It doesn't mean other demographics can't, but the closer we are, you know, finding people that we really relate to, people we would naturally be friends with, that we have that connection rapport with, it's crazy how we are more likely to actually have people that stick and build this business. So anyways, it's not always the rule, obviously, but I think the higher quality people we talk to that have good self-images, the more ambitious they are, the better chance we have of you know, of them actually getting sponsored. So those 3 things put together, I find increased traction. And so yeah, this is something I've been talking about. So anyways, I know you guys.
Hey guys, just going to Bob and Brad Duncan from Total Group. I just got kind of an off-the-wall blunt message here. Brad, I've heard you have this situation in your life 2 or 3 times. As you've been to see doctors, and doctors look at something and go, man, how do you do this? How do you do this? Or how are you so healthy in this area? And long story short, I just got out of doctor's appointment. Some of you guys know I broke a bone in my foot, something called a Jones fracture, a month ago yesterday. So I've been wearing a boot.
Long time no speak. Gonna news.
When I had it,
Long time no speak.
Doctor lives up here. They got a boots here for quality of life, and kind of an athletic. He's a doctor for athletes. Works with a lot of athletes, that kind of thing. And he said, we debated when I first had this whether or not to put a pin in it. And he said, it's aligned well, it's aligned properly, take care of it. I don't need a screw or a pin to need to have surgery. So we chose not to do that. Well, long story short, today I got my x-rays, and he was surprised at the level of healing that had taken place. So he thought I would be somewhere, it looks like it's more like 6 to 8 weeks versus 4 weeks. So 50 to 100% faster growth in the new bone than he expected to see. So, so I asked him, well, why do you think that is? Well, you look healthy, and I assume you probably take care of yourself, probably eat good. And I said, yes. I said, with vitamins, I think, so absolutely. I said, vitamin D and calcium absolutely make a difference. And so I had actually upped my calcium and vitamin D, but I've been taking those for years and years and years and years. 30 years of nutrition just really add up. And I know, Brad, you've told stories that you've had different situations when the doctor looks at you and looks at your blood or whatever, they're always amazed at how healthy you are for our ages, not your age, our ages. Okay? And that's what this guy said too.
But you don't like
your
it.
age,
I'm taking it now. Now I'm taking it because when you work out, you need stuff like that.
Yeah.
Vitamins, proteins.
But so long story short, I got limited activities and such, but I'm free not to wear my boot down if I gotta have a
man, like now, before, I was not buying for myself. I didn't have a job, all that. Now I have a job, I like buying for myself now. Especially, like, I want to be a big, muscular guy, like The Rock or something like that. So I need to be healthy and stuff like that. So,
there's such great products, and I just believe it's
I'm so happy we're starting Bible study at Alpha. Because some people have questions about the Bible verse. Doing it with chat me. Because for me, chat me is the best.
We're in the vitamin business. We want to be a product of our business. And just time after time after time, it comes back. Brad used to say years ago that when you take all your vitamins, the dozens of vitamins you take per day, you eat about a third less food. And I think I'm the same way. That's just a totally uneducated observation for myself. But I think I do the same thing. I eat less because my body is craving less because it's getting all the minerals and vitamins that it needs. So I'll just remind you guys, as you move forward in life, you want to be young, free, healthy, and wealthy. And nutrition is a big, big part of that. So dive into those vitamins. Take your vitamins religiously. It really does come to pay back, especially when you're in your 20s and 30s. You don't think about it too much. But when you reach your 40s and your 50s and your 60s, you're going to wish you did and wish you would have done that your whole life. So you came back, and I've heard you say this multiple times, Brad, and it is true. So love you guys. Just thought I'd throw that out today.
Hi, Trista. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to let you know that Deb and I are Q1 incentive qualified and also registered 5 new customers this month. So thank you, Spring Vibes event. So it was a great month, and just super excited to be qualified. Love you.
Hey everyone, I wanted to report out this message from Tim. He's been doing an exceptional job with his customers, increasing his customer base, and I think one of the things that he's been doing is just really focusing on a few key products that he really believes in, that he knows his other customers receive value on. And so being able to cross-reference and actually just say, hey, like, this is what this product has done for this person, or like, so many people have been feeling they have more energy, they just have really great testimonies. That's what people want to hear. And so just being able to leverage other people's stories, focus on a few key products, ones that you're really passionate about or ones that you know work, that's what's going to allow other people to want to try the products. And especially with our, try before you buy strategy, even just, being able to do that as well is something that will really help potentially gain new customers. And so great job to him. I just think, if we were in a traditional, business of some sort, we would have goals around like, hey, our goal is to sell like 10 women's pack a month. And let's like push ourselves so that when we are having conversations, it can be top of our mind, and we can look to see if we can serve people. And I think, if we're approaching our retail business like that, and we're always talking about products or looking to meet people's needs, then we're definitely going to see growth in those sales. Just like Bobby Career raising our customer one to 1,500 PV a month. Like, how incredible is that? So yeah, just wanted to share that. But great job, Tim. Really proud of you.
I just read the article that you sent of SurveyMonkey and consumers and their wellness and health. And it's interesting to see because a year ago, just before pandemic and everything, a lot of my coworkers, they weren't about the vitamins, the nutrition of that. They weren't taking they were taking their daily vitamins and stuff. But ever since the pandemic, they've been looking into what they're taking. They're realizing it's not the greatest of what they're taking. And then some of them have been approaching me. And also I've been communicating more about how important it is to have the proper nutrition. And these vitamins for women are outstanding. I highly recommend these because of the women in my life that have been taking it. Even my coworkers, my one coworker, especially Lucia, she's been taking it adamantly for years now, and she loves it. She notices as soon as she stops taking them that she feels different and not feeling the most energy, the most of herself. And another coworker of mine, the one that I created the package for, the Refuel Your Skin bundle, she got the vitamins. She's been eagerly waiting. So now what I'm going to start doing is an extra supply of those women's vitamins and also I set them all up. Three other people to monthly orders for the women's pack, and then my one coworker too, the one that's been just recently on it. She's like, oh, where are my vitamins? Tim, I need my vitamins. I really need these vitamins. I don't feel the same. And she's like, and I told her, try this out. Try it for 10 days, and then stop for just 2 days. And I promise you'll see the impact of a difference of not taking it. She didn't believe me, but when she did it, she saw it for herself, and she's like, oh my god, Tim, you are so right. So now she's going to be talking to her aunt about the vitamins and skincare as well. So I'm going to be giving samples, and she's going to communicate to her about that. And also a lot of my other coworkers, like I was communicating with the Try before you buy. 2 of them have started that now. I'm getting another one starting that next month. And 2 other coworkers of mine are going to be trying them out as well. I'm just waiting to see when they are looking to try that. But I think I've convinced them to try it out in April as well. So that'll be another 3. So I'm looking at averaging about a month for women's packs in client volume would be about, I'm looking at least 80 PV, over 100 PV in just women's packs to give out, to have for my client volume. It's just going to keep growing for that because I know there's a couple of men that are not 100% sure, but I think I can communicate with them reasons for trying it out. Try before you buy. So yeah, my focus is the women's events pack right now with my coworkers, and then transitioning from there into other items and products that we have that will be beneficial to them. But thought I'd just let you know that what my thoughts were from that survey, and it is so true.
Hello, just wanted to share this message with you. So one of our new customers, she has lupus, so she struggles with energy levels. So she was drinking energy drinks, and we were able to get her to try our energy drinks, and she absolutely loves them. She has ordered, I think,
30 cases within the last month and a half. So that's been awesome. She says it helps her out so much. We also suggested the energy packs, but she just wanted to start with the energy drinks because that's something she already knew. But with the Spring Vibes event, she was able to try them, and this is the message that she shared with us. So she absolutely loves them. They're helping her out. She just made another purchase with the energy drink and these in it as well. So thought I'd share just in case it could help someone else out. Nice little testimony there. And yeah, another core day done, and love you guys lots, and we'll talk to you soon. Passing on this great message here from Brandy and a copy upline to Aaron and Alicia, and this is just such a great mindset message. I know this is spoken to many, many times. I've heard it with reference to having more of a spirit of gratitude, and I was reminded of this earlier today. Chris and I get to see a trainer twice a week. As a couple, we get to go in and have someone help us work through some different things, and today was leg day, and it's one of our favorites, and it's the other's least favorite day. And he reminded us of this very same mindset of get to instead of have to, and the can versus can't, and what a difference that makes. Psychologically, it is totally proven, and it shifts your mindset and shifts your attitude, and therefore can shift your results. So thanks so much for sharing, Brandy. This is excellently communicated, and great message.
Hey Sue, what is my message for today? So I was reading a post in a group that I'm a part of, and it talked about letting the shoulds fall off our shoulders. And it was an interesting one for me because it's another one of those concepts where the smallest ways that we talk to ourselves all the time actually end up thinking about a lot of times, like the shoulds in life. Should do this, should do that, you know, it is hidden in what we think are checklists, habits, but it already has a bit of a negative connotation, and drains our energy and focus, where because you should be doing this, you should be doing that, but it's at a point of you're not doing it. Whereas, you know, if you switch your should to a could, say, you're giving yourself back a choice, you're bringing back that positive spin that lets you take control back. So instead of saying, oh, I should be doing this, say, I could do it, or I can take that control and how much yourself to come back into play. You know, it just lets you settle back in and put that positive spin on little things. So I just thought that was pretty neat. Another one of those ways where small word that we use and the way it can impact how we think about it. It's just like one of my little ones that try taking to heart is instead of saying I have to do this or I have to do that, I like to say I get to do this and I get to do that. Remind myself that not everybody has that option available to do a lot of those things. So those are my thoughts on today. Good day, love you. Ladies, hope you had a wonderful day. Just wanted to send in a huge news. So about a month ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's mentioned just that some of her son gave her her husband's snowmobile and equipment, clothing, some sleeves on them, and just wanted to make sure that she was not talking about how that goes stuff is on me. So kind of was going through some things, and I didn't really say anything throughout the time, but I had a put her about a month ago, and I actually gave her a whole thing of the pre-wash spray to try, and I just said, you know, you were mentioning that, you know, you have these stains on your clothing and your snowmobile gear, and I thought, you know, here, give this a try and see what you think. So she took it, and I actually heard back from her today, and although she hasn't sprayed the snowmobile stuff yet, she did say, oh yeah, I sprayed, my husband had a big oil stain and grease stain on his, a sweatshirt of his, and so she said I sprayed that stuff on, and she was, I actually kind of thought, oh, I wonder how much of this is going to be taken off first, if it's going to go away. And she goes, I washed the product, I washed the shirt, and the product came out completely clean. So she was quite impressed by it, and she said she can't wait to try it on the snow equipment and see how it works. So yeah, I just thought it was always awesome to hear positive comments and know that we know the products that we use it, and just to hear that our clients are happy with that. I know she's the type of person that will also pass that on and get a lot of friends that do outdoor activities and stuff like that. So if we have some products like that, so she'll definitely pass on the word. So if we are a good fit, then it's a hopefully that's a wonderful thing to do. Thanks, Jen. Hey, Michelle, how are you? I just want to share with you guys that we solved my boxing system. And when I was talking about boxing and introductions, so that they create muscle memory, so that boxing can actually act as one way to routine, that your muscles will just do it themselves, and then therefore that frees up your mind to think about what you need to do next. And that makes so much sense to me. It's like all of these high-level professional boxers, they have this routine, they have these punches down pat, so that they don't need to think about what they're wanting to throw next. They just do. And it's kind of like the routines that we create in business of our daily work habits. Is, we get in our caves, we read our books, we drop the message, we start our conversations, all these things, and it becomes such a routine day by day by day by day, so that it frees up our brain to think of other things, more important strategies. And so I thought that was just such a great analogy, and across the board habits. And it's not just in business, it's not just in success, but success in a more broad range of, say, physical fitness and obviously with the business. But I just thought that was kind of cool, that I'd share, put a little bit of insight on how boxing is relatable to business.
Hey, Loudon here, throwing you up a message here from Michael, who is just, he is the king of retail, man, in our group, and both me and Anna are always kicking butt, but, we always hear about junk in the trunk, but this is called junk in the front, baby.
Hey, Brett and Sarah, it's Michael here. Just wanted to give you a little update. I had a first for a sampling experience today. Driving from Langley to South Surrey, I was hitting every red light and was side by side with another car who was going the same way, it looked like. So we were hitting every red light. His window's down, my window's down. We were both just listening to music. And we made some eye contact, and I just said, hey, how you going? Then he replied, and he was a very happy guy. And we started getting chatting. He has a nice little souped-up Ford Focus hatchback, and started talking to him about that. He seemed like he really liked his car. And so I started to ask if he had gone to any car meets or anything like that, because I have a friend who does a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And so we got to chatting about that, and turns out he knows the same guy I do. And we're just continuing chatting. I opened up a can of excess that I had in the car, and he asked me what it was. I just said it was a sugar-free energy drink, and it tastes like root beer, and it's fantastic. He's like, man, that sounds really cool. And I was like, yeah. And then got a green light, so we went ahead. We stopped at the next one. He's like, where'd you get that from? And I was like, man, I actually sell them. And so I went to go grab another one. We hit another green light, so we went. And then at the next red light, I had a can of excess and a business card. And I just got out of the car, put it through his window with the card, and said, you know what, man, I can sell you these for less than what a Red Bull costs. My name's Mike, and I'd be happy to have these for you whenever you want. So he cracked it open right there, had a sip, and he's like, man, these taste delicious. And I was like, I know, right? They're fantastic. And I was like, I gotta pull off at the next intersection here, but you have my card. If you feel like you want to get some, let me know, and I'll happy to deliver them to wherever you want. And yeah, so guy's name was Cody, super cool. sampling someone in traffic. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye.
Hey, Brad, Bud Growlog here, Great Falls, Montana. I got to share something with you. Discussion my wife and I had the other day. She said, "Do you remember when we used to wonder whether we should start people on Premier Digital and take to a new IBO?" And it's just so funny. She goes, $130 a month, a little over $4 a day. And so what the turn of events or the whole conversation is based on is my wife is my daughter's office manager, and she said you can't imagine the kind of money that she has to spend almost on a daily basis just to keep that up and running, tracking, billing, a myriad of things. I mean, she was just lifting them off to me just to keep this business up and running. Premier Digital and Cake. We pay $130 a month, or a little over $130. It's not, I don't know. I mean, where can you find that? Where else can you find something like that? As to where all that is taken care of. My wife has to shoulder what she has to do for my daughter on a daily basis. Worldwide takes care of all of that. Premier, training, the tracking, the everything. I mean, the retail shelf itself. My gosh, that thing is worth $130 by itself. And then going in digital, all that training, all that you have at your fingertips, and then Kate, the most awesome communication tool. Oh my gosh. And so, anyhow, it was just a really interesting conversation. She says for a little over $4 a day, do we encourage new IBOs to get on Premier Digital and Kate? Oh my gosh. And she shares the story with them. She says, you know, I wondered about this at one time, but now what I do for my daughter, and I see the kind of money goes out and the things that I have to accomplish that Worldwide takes care of for us on a daily basis, without question, we share it. We share it with new IBOs right away. Premier Digital and Kate. Where else can you find something like that? It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, Brad, I just wanted to share that with you. It was kind of a funny discussion we had last night that for just an awesome, tremendous tool that we just cannot take for granted. We cannot take that Premier Digital and Kate for granted for what we have, what we pay for. Well, Brad, thanks for everything you and Julie do. You guys are so amazing. So amazing. We sure love you. And just thanks for setting the pace and leading the pack. Take care. See you on the trail.
And ladies, but not IBOs. Oh, I love this message. Lots of great nuggets in here.
Great attitude and mentality message here coming out of Saturday. Thanks for sharing, Nancy.
Hi, Jen. Sending a message for Saturday. Had a great day. Just checked on my tracker, and I'm probably like 6 squares short of qualifying for the incentive. And just super excited to get that done, but also just focusing back on what I need to do to build myself up and actually be core. And core, as the Yadao says, you know, it's not 9 steps out of 10, but 10 steps, and just really trying to focus more on work habit and meeting people and making things happen. So I messaged Sabine, who's a lady out in Toronto that I talked to, former co-worker from Ernst & Young. I booked a show the plan with her for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Excuse me. And then I went out to Home Depot. I had to get a part for the water heater. One little part that was leaking, I needed to get a cover for it. So I had a great conversation with Wes, who told me all about water softeners, and I learned something today that I didn't know, that I have to get a whole unit for that. And then I saw some rugs that I've been looking at online, went and looked at those, and by the time I got to the till, there was a lady who had her name spelled, but it was spelled with a bit of an accent on it, and I was like, hey, you know, Stefani, and she's like, hey, you got it? I'm like, oh, you must be French. So started up a conversation with her. I'm like, so how much of a discount do I get for being friendly? She ended up giving me a 10% discount off the rug. Chatted with her, chatted with 2 other of her co-workers. I spelled my name for her, told her where I was from. She's like, oh, there's 2 people I work with who are Nigerian. Then another lady came who had a name that's Karen that was spelled differently. She just had a great conversation just talking about names, and got her phone number and going for coffee with her this Wednesday. And then before I left home, I opened my garage and the neighborhood kids were like breaking up ice in front of my driveway, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? So I ended up chatting with them. There were 6 of them. Turns out 4 boys are all part of one family, and the 2 older ones were part of a different family, and just asked them all their names. And as I was going to my car, I was like, okay, just watch out, I'm backing out. I heard the one kid said to the other kids, oh, she's a nice lady, and that totally just made my day and just brightened my day. Just like the little things and being intentional. And just asking people their name today just got me my driveway broken up by the little kids, got me 10% on a rug, got me a phone number, and got me some more connections. And honestly, like today was my perfect day. And then the regional with Shane and Joey, just hearing their story, all the things that they've had to overcome. And it's like, I'm so grateful for where I am, where I've been through, what's built me up to be the person that I am, and so grateful for having you guys in my life and just being able to plug into the system, to be able to marinate for so long, but just ready to give that out, just ready to be a river that flows, not just a dam that's just been storing up and storing up. So yeah, I just had an awesome day. I'm super excited for this week, and the more I do, the more it encourages me to get things done. Had a few issues at work, but just committed today to myself, to building my business and just following through. And honestly, it feels good to be able to go to bed and know that, hey, I gave myself this day. I gave myself 1 day out of 7 days. We had COVID at the one plant. The president and another person have tested positive. I've got some other people in quarantine, but I'm like, I can do nothing about it. All I can do is focus on what can I control and how do I make things better. So love you both and can't wait to see you soon.
What's up, Aria Page, Jack Gamara? This is Cody here, copying my wife on this message. Hey guys, just wanted to send you a Kate. I'm on the road right now, listening to some audios, and just decided to go back and listen to some Trevor and Lexi Baker. And this is an audio I know a lot of us have listened to if we've been around for a few years now, or more than a few years. But oh my goodness, man, when I went back to this audio, I just learned so much today. So much about just remembering, just reminding myself that, hey, look, optimism is fleeting. It's not about feeling optimistic, it's about choosing optimism. And I love how Trevor Baker talks about we all get a choice in life. We're either going to choose to have a bad attitude, or we're going to choose to have a good attitude. We're going to choose to be fired up, or we're going to choose not to be fired up. We're going to choose to do ditto, or we're going to choose not to do ditto. At the end of the day, we choose what we are going to do with this opportunity. And that is success. And I love how he ends the audio talking about a guy named Character. He talks about a marathon race, and there's streamers and balloons and fireworks and a whole party going on for the first place winner and the people that are coming in. So the first place winner comes in, and the interviewers come up to him, and the guy goes, "Don't talk to me," And they said, "Well, why not? You just won." He said, "I want you guys to be here when the party's over. For the last person to show up." They said, "Well, what do you think his name is?" He said, "His name is Character." It's the thing inside you that keeps you moving forth. When those feelings that got you to move in the first place wore off. And that's what this opportunity is about. It's not about just building financial independence. It's about creating a life of significance and character along the way. And that, my friends, should fire us up till the day we're in our casket. Love you guys.
Hello leaders, copy Felice. Just wanted to share this awesome reflection message here from Nazik Dalla, just coming out of a training we did last night. And just to kind of give some of you the background, main points were just sharing, 5 reasons why you started your business, some of those shorter term goals, and then some of those things that you have accomplished to date. So just to give you a little bit of background, but thank you for sharing, Nazik. Just again, that great reminder of knowing that people out there are hurting and are needing that uplifting and encouragement. So thank you for sharing, Nazik.
Hi, Jill and Aaron. Just want to say thank you so much for the training today, or I guess more of an exercise, and just amazing to be able to share and get ideas from everybody else on kind of why they started the business, what they've been able to accomplish so far, and what they're looking forward to. And I think sometimes, when you've been in business for a while, such as myself, you forget all the things that you were excited about. Like, I was so excited to just get debt free because I had been in school while I was working, and I wanted to just pay off my credit card by the end of that year. And I was like, an extra $100 a month is $1,200, and I think I owed like $900 on my credit card. But I was like, how amazing would that be if I could just finish? I've graduated this year, I can pay that off, and I'm starting off debt free, whereas a lot of people came out of school with a lot of debt. And as the years went on, it's like on my heart and always will be is giving back to my family and helping people. And one of the biggest things that I've been able to learn just from counsel with you guys is the power of stewardship, of building your home so that you can be a place that people can take refuge, getting your finances in check so that when other people are in need, you're in a place that you can say yes and actually help, and not just trying to give to every single charity because maybe it feels good, or whatever your background is, your religious beliefs. You're trying to do good without actually doing.
Mhm. May God heal you, Sierra, in Jesus' name. I can't even say that. It's cool. I can't say it, man. It's difficult. I tried though. Is that like an insult or something like that? So I found out the meaning. It's really bad. So I'm sorry. I can't say it. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I googled it. Okay. Sign that guy, sign that guy. Nice.
think Danny
Mm-hmm.
Danny is not in the laundry room. Do you think it's bad if I go there?
What?
Danny is not in the laundry room. Do you think it's bad if I go there?
He will drive you out. Just so you know. He'll drive you out. You can go in the laundry room, but just know that he'll drive you out.
I'm not going there. I'm going to shower.
Va démissionner.
Démissionner où?
Dans le bureau.
Bon, tout le monde se bat pour ces...
Oh.
Thanks. Oh.
Mm-hmm.